Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel and to my kindergarten. And for everybody who's new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. Okay, so today, summer vacation. Sweeties, hashtag summer vacation. Everybody is at home. These are my kids. Can you see everybody? Sheila is hiding. Anyway, I have one more that is he's with my husband right now. But anyway, I just thought I gave you a little bit of an update quickly because you have not seen them in a long time. Okay, so here's Shalhevet. Here's Shalhevet and Kinneret. You saw in last week's video because she was helping me with Oreo. These two are twins. Then we have, who's coming? Here's Shiloh, who is my biggest guy. It's not true because I have one son that is older. And then I have Golan, who is here, and Malkiela. These two are also twins, boy-girl twins. And then I have Tekoa, who is my baby, who is not really a baby anymore, but he's always, let's face it, going to be my baby. Anyway, anyone wants to say something?
I want to say hi.
You want to say hi? Okay,
Hi.
lean into the picture. Nobody can see her. Anyway, so everybody's good, having a good time?
Yeah.
Having a good summer vacation?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good that mommy is filming this. Okay, sweeties, you can go upstairs. And you guys be warned because I have 6 of my 7 kids at home, so there might be noise and there might be some, you know. Yeah, okay, bye. Thank you for coming over.
Bye.
Anyway, sweeties, this is it. Of course, now we are going to go into the new makeup releases of this week. So I have to say, if you've just found me, I'm Leorah. I'm a makeup artist and stylist, and that was just part of my family. Sweetie. Okay, so if you are up for colorful styling, colorful makeup, good OG YouTube content, just enjoying makeup and being positive about it and not being complicated and just all like tense, because that is not what I need in my life. So I just want to enjoy my makeup and that's what I'm doing here. So if you like that, then please feel free to check out my channel and of course also my social media, which is linked in the description box for more looks and so you can see what I'm all about, and then subscribe to my channel because that would just be awesome. Okay, now let us go into the new makeup releases. Let me just move this a little bit away. Okay, so let's just go in because I found a lot of beautiful things that I want to chat about with you. Also, I have to say, some of you have been sending me really nice stuff also by DM on Instagram, things that you kind of think like, wow, Leorah, maybe you would be interested in that, in trying it or in talking about it, whatever the case may be, and that helps me out so much. It kind of also feels so nice that you think about me when you see beautiful makeup, you know? Thank you. So anyway, so we are going to talk about things that I personally would not have found if it would not have been for you guys' help, you know? So, and the first thing in that category that I would never have found is Ingrid Cosmetics. That is for me completely new, and this is a Polish brand. And I think because I have a lot of people also based in Europe watching me, this might be something that could be really interesting for you. I have a couple of products from Ingrid Cosmetics that I want to show you. I don't necessarily know if that is like really new, but because it's the first time I'm featuring this brand, I want to just give you an impression, okay? Now, the posts are in Polish. So cut me some slack. Okay, so here we have the Shades of Grey palette. That is the first one that I wanted to show you. You do have some taupey shades, you do have some different shades of grey. Obviously in this palette, it's a 10-pan palette. I don't have a price for this, but this is the first palette that I wanted to show you from Ingrid Cosmetics. And then I also wanted to show you the Boulé collection. So you have 2 different palettes here in this collection. Also, these are of course smaller palettes. The other one I consider personally also small, depending on what you consider small and big, but for me it is kind of small. But anyway, whatever your preference is, this might be really nice for going away or for staying at home, like whatever, you know. Anyway, this is also what I wanted to show you. Also for this, I don't have a price, but please feel free to of course check it out online. Then let's talk about another new brand that is coming soon, the whole brand. is launching soon, and that is Revega Cosmetics. Also, this was sent to me by DM on Instagram. Thank you so much. And they're opening soon, and they're going to come out with pressed eyeshadows and also pigments and stuff like that. They're sneak peeking all kinds of things on their Instagram page already. And for example, this one here is Dystopia, a multi-chrome green eyeshadow that shifts between purple and green. So they have all kinds of stuff coming. Just wanted to kind of alert you to the fact that something is on the way, and this is called Revega Cosmetics, if I'm pronouncing it right, but of course you'll find everything of course listed in the description box down below. Then let's also talk about this one. This is from Yukona Glow. I do believe that I have spoken about this brand already previously, and this is the Dreamtime palette. This is available now. Just wanted to really show you this one because it kind of feels already like fall themed, while I personally of course apply my makeup whatever, like whenever, whatever. I don't care about seasons and like themes and stuff like that, but kind of has that vibe already, and I love it because it is like a really dark, and it feels saturated, and it feels just so good, you know? Anyway, it looks like they are going to be, or there are 3 mattes and 3 pressed glitters and 3 shimmers. Could be wrong, but this is how it looks here from the picture. And I also don't have a price right here, so please feel free to check out Yukona Glow. All right, then I also wanted to show you something new from my glitter obsession, because they're coming out with a fixing fluid or a mixing fluid. They are calling it the Pigment Elixir. And because I know that some of you are very much into working with mixing mediums and things like that, this might be something you want to try. So this is available now. It says here, add them to pressed pigments and apply the perfect winged liner, but of course you can do more with a mixing medium than winged liners, right? So anyway, that is from my glitter obsession, so feel free to check that one out. Also, ShimmerMe Cosmetics is also a completely new brand, and they're coming out with the Kaima palette. And this is the palette, and the amazing thing is that actually the daughter of the owner designed the palette and is also apparently very active in shipping palettes and in like handling the whole operation, and she designed the palette. The 13-year-old daughter of the owner, and apparently I think that is also her name, Kaima. So yeah, that is so cool, and I think she did super well. It's a really pretty palette with some neutrals, but mostly cool, colorful shades, and that is really nice. I don't have a price for this either, but please of course feel free to check it out. Then let's talk about Babyface lashes, because they are coming out with the Blood In, Blood Out palette, and I think this is part 2, and there was previously a part 1 which I don't personally recall right now, but this is part 2, and this consists of 12 highly pigmented shades, 8 mattes and 4 shimmers, retailing for $25, and this is now available on the website. Okay, so you do have here of course a neutral palette with some really dark grungy colors, which can be super cool and super sexy. So yeah, if that is what you're all about, being cool and sexy, then maybe this might be your most favorite palette, and that is from Babyface Lashes. Really cool. I love palettes like this, you know, because I for the longest time have underestimated, as a color lover I have to of course include, I have underestimated palettes like this, but sweeties, these palettes are way more than what you just see when you just glance and scroll over it, you know? I love palettes like this because, maybe also because I'm getting older, I do, that I feel this pull to these like sexy and deep palettes, you know, and that is definitely one like that. Okay, so now let's go to a little bit more playful, and that is from Glam Betty. I think that might be a new brand for me. I don't recall now if I've spoken about this brand already. So this is Glam Betty, and they're coming out with the Summertime Fine Eyeshadow Palette. So you do have 9 shades, as you can see. You have mattes and shimmers in the palette, and this retails for $15, and this is available now if you want to check it out. Now, this is, as I already said, a little bit more playful, a little bit more shiny and yeah, summertime vibe and happy and all of that. So if that is what you've been looking for, also of course the price is really unbeatable, so if you want to check that out, then go right ahead. This is from Glam Betty. Then I wanted to also update you on something new that is coming from Rising Phoenix, and that is the Oriental Rhapsody theme. Super cool. Oriental Rhapsody, so cool, right? And this is this palette. You have 12 shades. It's all shimmers, and this is already available from Makeup with Rising Phoenix in case you want to check it out. Then also again we have to talk of course about Tammy Tanuka, and I know I'm always gushing about her. And I've even made some of you go ahead and pull the trigger on this brand, which is so cool. Sweeties, Tammy Tanuka, if you have not heard of that brand, is based in Russia. And she is really, really creative when it's coming to like coming out with bundles and collections and palettes and naming them and the ideas behind them. It is just really fascinating. So she's now coming out with the Multiplication Potion eyeshadow set. So we have 5 shades here that you can see here. Also again the shade names Secret Agent, Child of Dreams, Icy Fish, Diamond Dust. Really, really nice, so beautiful. This is available now. And there's also something else, that is the Ice Orchid eyeshadow set. 5 shades in this one. This is also available now. There we have the shades Troublemaker, The One Pulling Me Into the Abyss. The One Pulling Me Into the Abyss. Anyone? So cool. Anyway, yeah, so that is from Tammy Tanuka. Highly recommend to check out this brand. You know, you might have some navigation issues when you go on the website. There is an English version, but like, you know, you'll figure it out. Just take your time. Don't be under time pressure when you try to figure out the website, but it is an experience. It definitely is. Okay, sweeties, let us talk about this brand. That is definitely a new brand for me, and I wanted to feature this definitely because also just the name, Authentic Blemishes Cosmetics. That is so cool, you know, because for a lot of people makeup is about hiding blemishes, but it kind of feels like, wow, this brand is celebrating what you are without trying to hide and without trying to cover up, you know? So that is of course just my perception of like reading into the name. I don't know, I've not spoken to them, but they're coming out with 7 new lip glosses, and I'm going to try to put as much here up on the screen as much as possible. They're available now, and that is basically all I know. I don't have a price, and yeah, so that is all the information that I have about this brand for now. Then we also need to talk about SheGlam, because SheGlam has launched more palettes, and this is the City Limitless collection. Okay, so I have ordered one of those palettes. You can let me know which one you think it is. Okay, so we have the Stay Fuego Mexico palette, we have the Stay Juicy LA palette, we have the Kyoto in Bloom palette, we have the Zen Out Shangri-La palette, and we have the Marrakesh Obsessed palette. Each of them retails for $8. Now what do you think? What do you think I ordered on launch? Yeah, that would be the Zen Out palette. The Zen Out Shangri-La palette is so beautiful. So pretty. Super excited about this one. Yeah, so anyway, check it out. Price is unbeatable. You let me know what you think about the formula. I have, I think, at least 4 palettes from SheGlam, or maybe even 5. Yeah, could be. Sitting here waiting, and it just has been coming in and other stuff that I needed to work on. So I still don't know. I ordered the palette without knowing if I even like the formula, you know, seriously. But anyway, it's just so beautiful. Like, yeah. Alright, so let's talk about Gamer Glam Cosmetics, because they're coming out with the Gamer Pride Multichromatic Eyeshadow Palette, which looks like this. Super neon, of course. 12 shades with 6 mattes and 6 shimmers, and this retails for $30 and is available now in case you want to go for something that is like super bright. Okay, so anyway, then let's also talk about Haus Labs. Haus Labs is coming out with the Le Monster Lip Vault Volume 2. Okay, so there has been a Volume 1. This vault has 12 shades, and this retails for, sweeties, don't plan anything for this summer, $170. This is available now in case you have some money left. I cannot spend $170 for 12 lip liners. Seriously not. But yeah, I don't know if it's just lip liners or if you can actually use those on the whole lip or whatever you can do with this. If it is not doing my laundry and doing everything else, I cannot spend $170, but maybe you can, and if so, then please go ahead and enjoy your makeup. Okay, Geology Cosmetics is coming out with the Pilbara palette. This is a smaller palette, of course, and is of course Geology related or inspired, right? So this retails for $38.40. This is available now. It has 10 shades with 6 mattes and 4 shimmers. And of course it is a neutral palette with some olive green leaning shades. And if that is something that you can work with or that you are interested in, and also if you like smaller palettes, then please feel free to check out that brand, because you know, we all have different preferences, of course. Leorah Cosmetics is coming out with the La Mousse collection, and it includes the La Mousse. Is it La Mousse or La Mousy? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to call it La Mousse because I don't know. Okay, La Mousse eyeshadow palette retailing for $40. And then also the La Mousse lipstick, which you hopefully can see. There's also going to be lashes, and the whole bundle will retail for $80. So if you like this color scheme, which I happen to really do because I think it is super pretty. Again, another mature, grungy, sexy palette. Really nice. So that is available now in case you want to check it out. I think this is beautiful. It looks like there are pressed glitters in the palette, in case that's an issue for you. I personally love pressed glitters. It's not an issue for me, and I think this is beautiful. You know, it is kind of a glorified version of a neutral palette with blues. Of course, there is way more to this, but I think it's beautiful, and looks with palettes like this always happen to turn out really cool. Okay, then another new brand that I wanted to introduce to you, and that is Siren Beauty. And they're coming out with water activated liners. I'm sure they have all kinds of other things, but that is what I just saw, and that is the Back to Basics Trio collection. You have a black, a white, and a gray. This is already available. I happen to see also that there are other colors, like more neon-y colors and more like colorful colors as water activated liners, in case you're interested in that. And feel free to check out the brand if they have anything else to offer that you might be interested in. This trio here is already available now. I don't have a price, but feel free to check it out, of course. Okay, sweeties, let's also talk about Titmouse, because Titmouse is coming out with an eye topper collection. You do have 5 shades that you hopefully can see right here, and they retail for about $9 each. Now, Titmouse is based in the UK, just so you know, in case you're not familiar with the brand. And this is how they look. They look really nice. Most of them, of course, are leaning a little bit more like lovely, you know, but honestly, that is what most people need. You know, people have different needs, and I kind of need it more hardcore sometimes, but that is of course personal preference. And I also have days where I need a nice peachy tone or a nice rosy tone or something like this, you know. I have those days too. And of course also here you do have a shade, the shade Natalia, which is a little bit more like a purple blue, kind of a beautiful shade, and then also Clara, that is like a light blue or something. It's a bit hard to see on the finger swatches, but I'm sure these shades are super beautiful, and I wanted to definitely feature them. Then let's also talk about Vanity Makeup Cosmetics. That is a new brand definitely for me, and I wanted to show you this palette. Now this of course has 12 shades, as you can see. It has 6 mattes, it has 3 diamond sparklers, and 3 intense metallic shimmers, and this baby retails for $95. Okay, now I know nothing about this brand. I don't know if that is good, if it's like, obviously it is super high end. Funny that I've never heard about it, but you know, I'm more into like small indie brands and stuff, so never mind all of that. But I definitely wanted to show you, because also this is a beautiful palette with nice depth in it, and of course you can create beautiful looks with a palette like this. So I definitely wanted to show you, because you know, as I already said, there might be people who are more into, of course, neutral looks, and that is what you can have with this palette. You just need the finances. But yeah. Okay, Yukona Cosmetics is coming out with a lip gloss collection. You have 6 shades here, and they are only available in the bundle, so you cannot buy them separately. And that is basically all I know. And this is going to become available on August 13th. And I also don't have a price, but I wanted to show you in case you're looking for a bundle, neutral leaning bundle, and of course also with a really nice range. So there is a lot you can play with here. So in case you want to check this out, or you want to in the future, because this has not launched yet, this is going to come from Gourmande Cosmetics. Also, another new brand that I was like, wow, this is Kylian Paris. Now, have you heard of that brand? It is a very, very big brand with a lot of followers on Instagram, and I have never heard of this brand. So it says here on the Instagram page, it has been founded by Kylian Hennessy, and it says you discover the addictive universe of Kylian perfumes and deliciously scented weapons of seduction. And that is when he had me. Kylian. Yeah, I love this. Weapons of seduction. Like, really, that is so, so cool. Anyway, so they're coming out, or he's coming out with these liquid lipsticks that you can see here, 7 shades. And I think I don't have, do I have pictures of all of them? Of most of them. You know, we shall see. Maybe I can find more, but as of right now when I'm filming this, I have most of the shades and they look beautiful. Super, super beautiful. These are coming soon. I don't have a price of this, but wow. Weapons of seduction, sweeties. Send some weapons over, seriously. Okay, so Bonjour. Bonjour is also one of these brands that I so big time have my eyes on. Bonjour is also a brand based in the UK, and I just want to quickly alert you to the fact that they're coming out with a couple of palettes, okay? I'm just going to try to pop them up here. You do have a purple one, and then a more peachy one, and then a lighter leaning purple one, and then also a like warm neutral with teal one, so cool, and then like a super dark orange one, super dark, and all of them are spectacular. All of them are spectacular, and there is so much more on their Instagram page. I cannot even, you know. This is spectacular. All of this seems to be coming soon. I don't have any prices or release dates or anything yet, but sweeties, this brand has something going on, you know, and I kind of really need to know what this is all about, you know. Really cool. Have you tried this brand, or are you eyeing this brand? Please let me know, okay? Because seriously, do you want me to try this brand? That could also be a question, you know. Anyways, this is really cool and super pretty. Okay, then let's also talk about Sakura Beauty, and they are collaborating with Parallel Hearts, as far as I can tell here, with the Endless Summer palette. Now, I only have an arm of swatches, which looks super light. So, but that cannot, I don't think that this is the whole palette, honestly, because the palette on the picture looks bigger than that, but I don't know. I don't know. I will update you once I know more, but this is the Endless Summer palette. This is coming soon from Sakura Beauty in collaboration with Parallel Hearts. So this is just a sneak peek, but I think that is, you know, if that is your makeup style, then, you know, that might be something that you could be interested in. All right, then let's also talk about Hopeless Romantics Cosmetics, because that is me. I cannot help myself, you know, romance and, you know, weapons of seduction, like, really, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that is Hopeless Romantics Cosmetics, the Babe Invasion eyeshadow palette. This is just a sneak peek, okay? This is a sneak peek of the outer packaging. Now, the outer packaging doesn't really scream romance to me. It is more like the wild kind of a, like, super crazy wild thing. So I'm super intrigued to see what is in that palette. There are going to be 15 shades in the palette, and this is coming soon. That is basically all I know, but I definitely, you know, I'm not really so much into showing you sneak peeks, but when it is a new brand that I want to alert you to, a new brand for me, then that is of course what I'm gonna do. So that is a sneak peek, and we'll talk about this of course as soon as I know more about this. Okay, ShimmerMe Cosmetics is coming out with new matte single shadows, which you can see right here. You do have 9 different shades here, really nice and soft, and well, not too soft, because there are also, of course, darker shades, but it kind of also already gives me a little bit of a fall vibe, you know, like for me personally, it kind of gives me the fall vibe. And I really like also this minty, the shade in the middle there, so pretty, and of course also the other shades. So please feel free to check out, of course, ShimmerMe Cosmetics. This is going to be available on August 6th. Now let's talk about Wicked Sisters Cosmetics, because there is is also something going to come. This is a sneak peek again, and this is already Halloween inspired. This is the new Season of the Witch eyeshadow palette. Color scheme, super, super fun, if you ask me. Now, is the white a matte or a shimmer? If it is a shimmer, I would say wow. You know, if it's a matte, I'm like, mattes refuse to work with me. Did you know? Like white mattes refuse to work with me. Seriously. You know. Anyway, so this is coming soon. Of course, we are going to still talk about this then when it launches or when I have a date to tell you. But just wanted to quickly show you that there is something already Halloween inspired coming. All right, then XCX Cosmetics is coming out with 20 new lip liners, and this is how they look. I think this is beautiful. This is so, so beautiful. I do not have a price for this, but I'm sure it's not going to be $170 like from House Labs. Anyway, this is coming soon. I just think, you know, lip liners are so important. Like for me, especially because my upper lip is way smaller than my lower lip, and you see that when you watch my, you know, my videos when I'm applying makeup and I don't have anything on my lips when I start the video, or, you know, while I'm applying my makeup. This is how my lips look, you know. Now I'm correcting this discrepancy because I use lip liners and then I put, of course, my lipstick on. For me, it is an essential of every single day, you know. So that is that, because I don't have lip fillers or I don't have the perfect lips or whatever, but I do with what I have, and lip liners are so, so helpful when it comes to that. So this is from XCX Cosmetics, and yeah, they also have really, really nice palettes. Okay, sweeties, let's talk about It's Belle Cosmetics, because they're coming out with 3 new members of the Flare collection, and this is how they look. There is a more tealy shade, then of course a purple one, and the other one is a little bit hard for me to see what this is all about because I don't have swatches as of right now. If I find some, I'll still put them up. But anyway, you can see the shades in the pans right here, and this is going to be available on August 7th. And I think it looks beautiful. Really, really beautiful. This is from It's Belle Cosmetics. I don't have a price. Now, we need to talk about Pat McGrath. Sweeties, last time I spoke about the new palette, the new Mothership, what is it, 9? Mothership 9 palette, a Utopian Dream palette from Pat McGrath. And of course, while I was filming, I only saw the outer packaging. And then while I was editing, the palette got shown and I still put up the picture, but I could not talk about it because the video was filmed. Okay, sweeties, let's talk about this palette. Don't you feel like you have seen this palette already from Pat McGrath? It feels like I have this, you know? Does anyone feel like this, that it could have been maybe a tiny little bit different? Tiny little bit, you know? Maybe add something unexpected, you know? That would have been so cool, but that's just me, you know? I feel like I have this palette from Pat McGrath. I have 3 palettes. Not everything looks like this, but this has, I don't know, it just feels like nothing really, really new. So I'm not going to get this, and anyway, I cannot afford makeup like this on a regular basis, but just wanted to show you and also talk about it because I feel that this could have been maybe like just add one shade, you know, exchange one of those shades in the palette for, I don't know, something that is unexpected. But anyway, that is that. Okay, so let's also talk about ColourPop, because also ColourPop is coming out with lip liners, and all of these lip liner releases I think have to do with the National Lipstick Day, which I didn't even know that it existed, but that was like some time back, and they're coming out with lip liners. Now here, these are more mauvey tones and cold neutrals taupes, which is actually really, really pretty. This would probably be my preference. I think this is a really, really nice collection here, and you do have the whole lippy set for $28. Now that is of course nice, you know, this is really, really nice. You do also have a red one, a red set with super dark red shades, and then also more fiery, and also some that lean a little bit more towards like pink, which is so beautiful. Yeah, so you do have those 2 sets, and I think they're really, really nice, and the affordability of this, it just really speaks to me, because I do believe that makeup should be and stay affordable. That would be just great, you know. Okay, Be Perfect Cosmetics is coming out with a collab with Sakura Mary Wang and Cole's World, and they're coming out with 2 palettes. These are contour, blush, brighten palettes, basically, okay? So as far as I understand this. So you do have the Define and Sculpt palette, and then you do have the Shapeshift and Color palette, and this is already available in case you're interested to check this out. Okay, so that is basically what it is. This is not going to be personally for me, but maybe it is for you, so please feel free to check this out. These retail for about £30, which is around $42, okay, in case you want to check this out. Be Perfect Cosmetics is of course based in the UK. Okay, now let's talk about something super, super bright coming from Suva Beauty, and this is the Making the Rainbows Jealous palette. Yeah, and you do have all these mattes, 7 pigmented matte shades, and then you do have 1 multi-dimensional rainbow topper shade, which is, I do believe, the white one, and that you can then of course put on top of the colorful shades or use on its own, and that of course makes the palette super, super versatile. This retails for $35, and this will go live on August 4th. Okay, sweeties, that is, I think, the day when you're seeing this. This is, I think, the day when this drops, in case you want to check out this palette from Suva Beauty. Then I also definitely wanted to show you something super, super pretty, at least here on the picture, from Kaima Cosmetics. They're coming out with 6 different shades that are spectacular, especially that turquoise there. It's unbelievably beautiful. Yeah, so they retail for $13 each, and they are, I think they are available, sweeties. I also think I do have a code with Kaima. All my codes are in the description box in case you want to use them. This looks beautiful. This looks beautiful. Okay, sweeties. All right, so let's talk about Obsessed with Makeup. They're coming out with this palette. Now, let me just double check the name. The Guest Check palette, which looks like this. Super, super vibrant. Also gives me also neon vibes, of course, and you also see the swatches. Hopefully you see the swatches there. And yeah, so that is what it is. Palette-wise, I think it looks really, really nice and bright. For me, right now, it is probably too bright because, as I told you, I'm more into the darker leaning palettes, but this could be super, super fun for you in case you're into these colors. And I'm not against color, obviously, duh, but it's just that I'm less into neons, you know, so just saying. But this is the palette, and feel free to check it out. This retails for $34, and this is now available from Obsessed with Makeup. Now let's also talk about Angel Eyes Boutique, and this is the Dedication Hour palette. I love the theme. Dedication Hour, sweeties. Every single hour of our day should be dedication hour, seriously, you know. Wow. And also the palette is super, super nice. I mean, it is more soft really, and also kind of has a pastel vibe to it, or some elements of it, let's put it that way, are pastel-y leaning. But I think this is a beautiful palette, like seriously, you know? So you do have the palette. It has 16 shades with matte shimmers and glitters for $31, and you do have a gel makeup bag for $12, and you do have 2 different mirrors for $11 each, and you do have 2 beauty blenders for $7, and you can have the whole bundle for $82. I think the palette is beautiful, the theme is beautiful, and also the execution is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Can't help myself with stuff like that, you know? It's really, really pretty. Okay, Jules Cosmetics is coming out with a blush palette, which looks like this. Now, if you do have a bit of a darker skin tone, medium to dark, maybe, then this could be something for you. For me, of course, this is way too dark, but I wanted to show you because, of course, I have a very, very big variety in my audience. And this is their blush palette with 6 beautiful matte shades that it says here apply very, very smooth and pigmented. And this retails for $21 in case you want to check it out. I think it is beautiful. I think even I, with a little bit of a light hand, could work with this, you know, but this is obviously not made for me, but that is completely fine. So please feel free to check out Jules Cosmetics for this beautiful release. Then we also definitely need to talk about Peachy Queen, because Peachy Queen has come out with a beautiful palette that I was this close to ordering, but this close, and that is this one. I know I'm extra avocado eyeshadow palette. So cool. Isn't that so cool though? That is such a fun palette. Now, seriously, or I was so close to ordering this, and then I was like, oh, Leorah, you have so much. Really? Really? Do you want to? Yeah, I kind of want to. It is really, really fun. The color scheme is so, so pretty, and the whole concept is really, really nice. So this retails for $25, and this is already available. It has mattes, shimmers, and glitters in the palette, and I love it. It's beautiful. I also need to show you this one. This is the Anatomy eyeshadow palette, of course, also from Peachy Queen. Also this one, completely different vibe, but also so, so beautiful. Absolutely stunningly beautiful. More mature and more sexy, definitely for me. But both of them on their own level, on their own where they are unbeatable. They're beautiful. I love it. Yeah, so this retails for $24, and also this is already available, and I love both of them. They're beautiful. Okay, my lovelies, we need to talk about 90s Baby Cosmetics, because they're also coming out with a new 9-pan palette, and this is what she looks like, the Summer Camp eyeshadow palette. Now, on first glance, I thought that this is an all matte palette, but it's not. There is actually at least one shimmer in there. It's a bit hard for me to see which ones are the shimmers. Definitely that orangey shade in the top row in the middle. With the other ones, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so feel free to check it out, of course, if you're interested in this palette. This retails for $23, and this is now live on their website, and of course it's going to be linked, and it looks like a super, super fun color scheme if you're looking for a small palette that gives you a very, very fun and lively color scheme. Okay, the Summer Camp palette, a nice theme also, just, fitting into the season. Unfortunately, the summer camp of my kids has already ended, but yeah. Anyway, let us also talk about Endsteiger. That is definitely a new brand for me. I hope I'm not butchering the name, but let's talk about these palettes. There is the Dreamer eyeshadow palette, which has 15 pans. It says it's highly pigmented. It includes 5 mattes, 7 shimmers, and 3 glittery shades for $25. And then the Endsteiger eyeshadow palette with 9 pans, which you see to the right. This has 6 mattes and 3 glitters, and retails for $20. This brand is vegan and cruelty free, and all of these palettes are already available now on her website. Yeah, okay, here we also do have, of course, with a bigger palette, we do have kind of a half neutral and half grungy color palette, which is again super, super nice and super smart. These palettes work. Sweeties, these kinds of palettes absolutely work. Also nice depth in the palette, and also the other one, while I lean more to the bigger one, because I think there is more variety for my makeup style in there, but I think both of them are really, really pretty, and this is from Endsteiger, so please feel free to check it out. Okay, then I definitely also wanted to show you a new brand for me, and I don't really have a lot of this brand as of right now, but this is 1200 Beauty. So they are launching liquid eyeshadows, which I think are the 2 top shades that are swatched here on that picture, and then also blushes and highlighters, liquid blushes and liquid highlighters. That is for now all I can give you. I'm sure there's going to be more, but this is a new brand, and this is themed around sci-fi punks. Sci-fi punks. Okay, so anyway, that is that. In case you want to check it out, that is so, so cool. So it says your highlighters are blinding and the blushes are extremely pigmented, so all you need is a drop. Okay, so in case you want to check it out, this is from 1200 Beauty. Then let's also talk about Beauty Bay, because they have dropped the Wilderness palette, and of course this is already on the way to me, just so you know. I was actually collaborating with one of my Europe-based friends who was basically online for me to tell me, sweetie, it has dropped, go online now, because I was so worried that it would sell out. But yeah, so I was one of the first to order this, and I'm happy to get it, because I love those Beauty Bay palettes. These shaped, and these palettes of Beauty Bay are just really, really nice, and I kind of have all of them. I have not even worked with all of them yet, but anyway, this also doesn't, of course, break your bank account, because this retails for $15, and that is available now. Might be sold out right now, but these palettes always come back, so don't be scared. But I was. because I wanted to have it immediately. Okay, Ashley Lee Cosmetics, I think is also a new brand for me, and I definitely wanted to show you these palettes. There is the Miami collection. This includes 3 eyeshadow palettes featuring 18 shades with bold mattes and trendy shimmer finishes. So we do have the Downtown palette, which is more like a sunset kind of a theme, but a little bit more muted and mature, which I really like, because you also do have those earthy shades there in the bottom row, and it's so beautiful. I don't know what it is, but I love palettes like this, you know, so beautiful. Would I use them super much? Maybe not, but I love to look at color schemes like this, you know? Yeah. Then you do have the Winwood palette, which is also super pretty. Also some neutrals and some corally shades, and of course also super bold colors, which is really nice. And then you also do have the South Beach palette, which is also colorful but also a little bit more mature, if you ask me. I love those palettes, and they retail for $15 each, and you can have them in a bundle for $46, and this is available now for purchase. And I could not even decide which one, you know, I could not decide. I would probably go for the whole bundle because it is so beautiful. Now, I don't know anything about the formula performance. I have no idea, cannot really give my recommendation there because I have not tried the brand, but color scheme wise, it's beautiful, and each palette gives you something so unique, you know, and that is really nice. All right, so let's also talk about Prados Beauty, because they are collaborating again with Stephen Paul Judd, and that is the Stephen Paul Judd 2.0 palette. I think that's what it's called. I don't really see a name like, I hope this is the name. I'm sorry if it's not, but this is the second collaboration palette, and it contains 30 shades with beautiful new shades, because of course there was also the first collaboration palette, mix of mattes and shimmers, and this retails for $42. Sorry if you hear my kids, they're having a conversation right up the stairs. But anyway, this is what she looks like. You do have some really nice neutral shades. If you like palettes that are kind of half neutral, well, or 1/3 neutral, and then also super colorful shades, this might be right up your alley. And of course also the colorful shades are really nice and vibrant, so please feel free to check out this beautiful palette. Okay, let's also talk about Fari Cosmetics, because that is a new brand for me, and I want to show you what I have, and that is that. I don't even know exactly what this is going to be. I only have a video here. Also, I'm going to try to take screenshots as best as I can, but I do have swatches here of something. So this could be, of course, pressed eyeshadows. It could also be liquid eyeshadows. It could be, I don't know, even highlighters, maybe not the blue one, but you know, so I have no idea, but I definitely wanted to feature this brand because I have not featured this brand before, so that's why stay tuned. We are going to still talk about this brand, of course. Then we also need to talk about BH Cosmetics, because they have of course launched their release for August, which is the Peridot palette, and this is now available. It is of course a green palette with some warm neutrals, and you do have mattes, shimmers, and pressed glitters in the palette, maybe one pressed glitter in the palette, and this retails for $9, which is a really nice price, of course, for the palette. Now, I do believe that this is, so far of all of the palettes that have come out in this gemstone series, that this is the most beautiful one, but it's also because of the greens. Greens are just magical for me. They draw me in like nothing else, and in combination with warm neutrals or neutrals in general, colors look just beautiful, you know? So I think this works absolutely. Am I going to get this? No, but this is available now in case you want to check it out. Then I definitely also wanted to show you this one, because also this one got sent to me by DM on Instagram. This is from Notoriously Morbid, and they are coming out with 4 new vegan Mystic Metallic lipsticks, and they look so beautiful that I definitely needed to show you, because they're magical. They're so beautiful. And do I have a price for this? I don't think I have a price for this right here, right now, but I think they are spectacular and shiny and shifty, and I love this. So please feel free to check out Notoriously Morbid for that release, and of course all their other releases. Okay, then there is also Revega Cosmetics. Now again, I don't know if I'm butchering this name. If I do, I'm so sorry. Revega Cosmetics is coming out with palettes. I don't have pictures of it all as of right now when I'm filming this. If I have more pictures, I'm still going to include them. I can definitely show you the outer packaging. Sorry, sweeties. Highly pigmented palettes, it says here. Then they're also going to come out with cushiony, high shine lip glosses. They're also coming out with Leorah skin sticks. Sounds funny, skin sticks, okay, which is probably like cream contour and cream, all of these things, and also Leorah brushes. As of right now, I only have pictures of 2 of the palettes from the inside, so I'm going to try my best to get you more. If that is all I have, then we will still have to talk about this, of course, later on. But Leorah, very, very cool. Okay, my kids are kind of losing it upstairs, so I better get back to them and turn into mommy again. From YouTuber back to mommy. Good thing that actually I have talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. And of course, I'm filming this 2 days before you're seeing this, so it gives me a chance to actually edit this monster and have it ready for you by the time for release. But everything that of course has launched within those 2 days, I'll have to talk about it next time then. Okay, sweeties, as always in my new makeup releases videos, in case you're interested what I do have on my face, it will be in a pinned comment in the comment section. Besides that, please feel free to check out also my description box. It has all my contacts for my social media. It has all my discount codes with the different brands, because sometimes I also forget to mention it in the video or something, so feel free to check it out in case you want to use them. Thank you so much for supporting me in that way. And of course, if you don't want to, then you don't have to, you know, it's all fine. Okay, and also the whole list of brands and what I've been talking about will also be listed in the description box down below. Sweeties, thank you so much for being here, spending this quality time here with me on my channel. If you have not done so, then please subscribe to my channel, because, you know, we're having a very good time here. And if you're up for positivity and just, you know, really good makeup, then please subscribe, because that would be great. And I shall see you here super soon for my next video. And up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.